Hey everyone, welcome to another Review Room tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about how to test things from an applicant's point of view, and also to see what things look like once you start accepting data. So first things first, you're going to start with you're logged in as an administrator, and so what you need to do is either open up a new browser. Right now I'm using Google Chrome as my browser. You may be using something like Internet Explorer, and so if you have another browser, what you can do is open up that other browser so you can be logged in as an administrator in one browser and you can be logged in as a different user, an applicant, in the other browser. If you don't have two browsers and you only have one, you can use the account options section. You can log out and then basically sign up as an applicant and see what that process is like. You can also use, if you're using Google Chrome, use the new incognito window, and that's going to open up a new session and you can visit your website that way. But again, if you don't have two browsers and you don't have Google Chrome, just basically log out of the admin account and then go to your room again, and you'll be able to see what everyone else will see. So first things first, you'll be able to either sign up as one of these award categories, or if you already have an account and you've applied to another award, you could just use that information and log in. So I've done this before, and I'm just going to use that account and I'm just going to log in rather than sign up again. And you can see that I already have an application that I've set up previously, or I can create a new application if I wanted to apply, for example, for another award, or I can just go to this particular one. When I do, there are a couple of interesting things here. I need to fill out or complete these few sections, and then finally, once I complete these few sections, then my Submit Nomination button is going to be activated, and once it's active, then I can click on it and my nomination will be submitted. So let's start with the first one for the Achievement Award. Let's click on Nomination Form, and once I do that, it's going to take me inside the form and I can start filling this out. So I'm just going to fill out some test information for the purposes of this demo. And then once I do that, I'm going to submit this information and we can go check out the next section. So I'm going to press submit, and once I do that, it's going to say thank you, back to submission. Click on that. Now I'm here. I can fill out the other sections, and as I do that, then basically I'll be able to click on the submit button. Now for this section, request an endorsement, essentially what it is you're going to fill out the information of the person that you want to get an endorsement from. They'll get an email. Once they get an email, they'll be able to come in, fill out the information for the endorsement, and once they fill it out, the applicant will see that this task is actually complete. So again, this is things from an applicant's point of view. Now I'm going to close this and go back to the admin viewpoint, and let's go back to my dashboard. And you'll notice that because I have one applicant on the system, that you see that over there. Now if I click on Manage Submissions, and this is probably where you'll spend 90% of your time in, if you click on Manage Submissions, you'll see all the different categories, and if you click on any one of them, so we know that our application was in the Achievement Award, so let me click on that one. And what you're going to see here is that application listed. You'll see all the different tasks that this person needs to complete and whether or not they've completed them. If you want to add in more columns that are not visible right now, like the has this person submitted yet, so on and so forth, you can add those columns and you'll be able to see that extra information. Now as an administrator, you can do whatever the applicant can do. So if you actually click on this application, you're going to be able to see the details that this person submitted. So you can click on View, Edit, or Delete, or do anything that this applicant can do. I'll click the back button right now and go back to my screen. One other thing I can do is select as many applicants as I want, and I can send them emails, right? So I can fill out the information and send them whatever I'd like, and there's always an email log history in this section. If you go to email logs, you can see all of the emails that you've sent out, so there's an accurate audit trail of all those things. Now, when you're going to move these people or these applicants from one round to the next, so let's say that they completed one round and you want to move them to the next round, it's pretty simple. You can just select that person and then say move to, and then you can move them either to the pending review winners or nomination accepted round. Now the pending review round is the round where the judging is going to occur, and based on the judging, you're going to be able to send some people to the winners round and some people to the nomination not accepted round. So as soon as the applicants click on the submit button, they're automatically going to end up in the pending review round, but from the pending review round, it's your job to move them either to winners or nomination not accepted. So basically that's pretty much what I want to talk about from the applicant's point of view. Fairly simple. I mean, you can communicate them with send email. You can move them to different rounds. You can select any number of them and download their application material onto your computer. Or you can view other nomination groups by clicking on those and seeing who's applied there. So with that said, the only section left to talk about now is just the reviewers and how the judging takes place. So make sure to watch the next tutorial, and in that one we're going to be talking about the judging. Thanks very much. See you in the next tutorial.